Hello, Crafty Crandall fam. So this video was going to be making my Christmas cards, which I did quill. If you saw my quilling video, you know that I got a quilling kit, and so I'm working on it. This did not go well. I'll insert some footage here. Oh no. Oh no. Well, X-Acto knife was probably not the right choice there. This is so frustrating. That is the ugliest thing that we've ever seen in our lives. I don't know. I think there's supposed to be, okay, so like let's think about this logically for a second, right? So yeah, as you can see, I'm not very good at quilling, but I did make these. It was very fun eventually once I figured it out. So more quilling content to come soon, but today we need to declutter this mess. Need to declutter this mess, guys. This is so bad. Let's check it out. I have just all of my art supplies and all of this stuff, which if you watched my last decluttering video, like we organized and it looked good. But I am moving, so I really need to just declutter this mess. So the methodology that I've been using thus far when it comes to decluttering everything is if I moved it into this house, which I moved 2 years ago into this house, and I have not used the thing, I'm getting rid of it because clearly I didn't need it. With art supplies, that's a little bit wishy-washy, right? So like for instance, like this is the quilling card that I made. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, stuff like this, like old artworks that I'm not like attached to or whatever, I'm just gonna toss. When it comes to stuff like these inks, right? I have not used this ink. I haven't used this ink. I have used this one and I have used this one, so I'm gonna keep these two. This one is basically just a worse version of this, so I'm just gonna toss this one. And then, for instance, fabric paint, old, toss it. Gesso and lacquer, I've used both of these, so I'm gonna keep them. I think we need to start developing like a keep pile, because then, once we've gone through everything, we will then reorganize in hopefully less of a footprint than we had. Garbage can. Hot glue that is probably super useful for somebody, but not me, because I use my hot glue gun like twice a year, maybe. I feel like this amount of glue right here is probably enough to cover me. Subsequently, little box. I'm gonna save this for Christmas, but if I don't use it during Christmas, I'm getting rid of it. Little box of clips. Gonna keep that. I've used these clips. Bracelet making string. Now, I do plan, hopefully one day, I am manifesting that there will be an opportunity to use this. I have a very specific purpose intended for this. It just hasn't happened for the last year. So this year it didn't happen, but maybe next year. And if it does, I will be making lots of bracelets. So we're gonna keep this, which means all of my bracelet making supplies. Now I know that I do not have the variety of letters that I need to make a bunch of cool bracelets. So eventually I'll need to buy more letters, but in the meantime I'm gonna hang on to these and this. Erasers. I do not need this many erasers. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't think I've used any of these erasers, honestly. I used 2 erasers, so these are all my extra erasers, but get this. These 2 erasers are the only 2 that I've used. And probably like, you know, this eraser has lasted me since college. It's been what, 11, almost 12 years since college. I think it'll last. And this one is gonna last. So I don't think I need any of these erasers. Now, some of these are brand new. And so that's my problem, is like I don't know what to do with stuff that is brand new that I haven't used. It makes me so mad at myself. Like these come in a pack of 4. And then this came in a kit that I bought. So I have 4 of these. 5 of these, because this is the only one that I've used. And then when I got the pink one, I stopped using the gray one. So what do you do? And then similarly, I have other new erasers that are like not needed erasers that I also have, like brand new. What? This stuff drives me nuts. Like I don't want to get rid of them, but at the same time, I'm not using them and they're taking up space in my house and they're taking up mental energy. It's just so frustrating. So I'm gonna get rid of all the ones that are partially used that I don't know though. Like this is a nice eraser. Does anyone else do this? Like guys, comment below if you are like me and are somebody who wants to declutter really desperately bad and like tries not to bring clutter into their life, but then inevitably when clutter happens, they want to use the thing. And so then they get into the cycle of like keeping the thing because they want to use it, or like don't know how to dispose of it in a way that's not just wasteful. I don't know. Comment down below. I might keep this one. Long story short, I'm keeping an extra one. Alright, box, which I don't know if these are going to go back in or not. I think not. Palette. I use this palette all the time. Palette. This is the one that I scratched up for my my video, and I feel like I'm going to use this again. So I'm going to keep this one. Glass palette, glass palette. I feel inclined to keep these as well, unless I find a friend who also watercolors, in which case I'm going to give them a palette. But I just don't have any friends who also watercolor. This guy, getting rid of him. Old scraps of paper. No, funny enough, I do actually reach for these on very great occasion, but I got these when I bought this sketchbook, which I also haven't used a ton. And I've just held on to this and held on to it and held on to it. I think it's time to go. Packaging tape. Totally useful in a move. Gonna keep that. Duct tape. I never use this stuff. Again, might use it in the move, so I'm gonna keep it until I move, but then the day I move, it's going in the trash. Edge cutters. Use these all the time. This was a Christmas gift last year. Canvases. When is the last time you saw me paint on canvas? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, never. So, yeah. Again, brand new. Beautiful. Well, okay, this one's not so beautiful. Maybe this one needs to go away. But, like, it's stuff like this. I wish that I had friends who were artists. But I don't. Does anyone here want to be my friend? Maybe I should do a giveaway? Like, I don't know. We'll make a pile of everything that is not staying and did not get, like, just tossed, right? So, like, the new things. Speaking of tossing this one. I feel like this one also, like, isn't a very good brand. It probably works just fine, but, like, I don't know if anyone would want these things, right? Okay, moving on. Then my gold leaf. Again, I like desperately wanted to use this. And then I tried to use it for something. I don't remember what. But it wasn't as easy as I wanted it to be. And like the instructions weren't super clear. Alright, I've used these pens recently. I just got them. They were given to my dad. These pens, on the other hand, kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. These markers I bought for a fun thing that you guys never got to see. And I like them, so I'm gonna keep them and hopefully actually use them. Like, tell me to use these in the comments. My alcohol markers. I don't know. Okay. I feel like I don't use these. And I don't think I'm ever going to become the kind of person who uses them. As much as I desperately want to be that person, I'm just not. And again, this is like the kind of thing, I mean, some of these are dried out. Like, these aren't really good to like go give to someone, but it's just like stuff like this, like nice art supplies that I've invested money in that I wish that I had someone to give to. So originally I talked through the rest of this, as you can see, and pointed out everything that I was keeping and not keeping. But I think that we can glean some overarching themes in how this clutter accumulated. A lot of it, I think, was idealistic. Part of that stemming from my love of learning new things and being excited about artwork as a hobby. Part of it, I think, also stemmed from having started this channel and feeling like I need to have new things to show you and new things to keep up with whoever, right? Which is so problematic. So I'm starting this move off right by only moving the things that I utilize, care about, and that make a difference, right? A lot of those supplies just were no longer bringing me joy and bringing me satisfaction in making art. So I'm getting rid of them. I've rehomed many of these supplies to people and like the art association locally. So I feel good about it, but I did just want to point out the themes. All right, that's basically everything from the shelf. I think you guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's time. I feel like it is time to part with both of those. Here's my justification. Do you see this? How many times have I gone through the process of rejuvenating these? At least 4 that I can think of vividly. And then I don't use them for a month. And then they get like this. And then when I want to use them, I spend so long trying to get them back to a usable state. These are wonderful. They're lovely. They're amazing. You use them. If you use them frequently, if you keep them up, if you're one of those people who's going to like use these all the time, they're great. There's so much paint. It's awesome. Until you don't use it, and then it just goes to waste. And it's so frustrating. The newer ones, I think, have like smaller wells, so at least it's less of each individual color that you're wasting. But again, if you don't keep it fresh, you're just going to end up in this situation. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to buy, actually not these. So these are extra acrylic gouache, which are awesome. But I think I'm going to buy more of these tubes of gouache because these don't go bad. I've had these two forever. They're amazing. I love them. Like, they're still squishy. You can feel the paint in there. It's still good. So I think I'm just going to invest in this kind when I move, not now. So it's time. Additionally, the Arteza ones, these were also great. These are tubes. You're like, why are you getting rid of these? Because these caps are absolutely impossible to open. I hate them. So I never reach for these because they're just such a pain in the neck to open. So, goodbye. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait. What have we got down here? Oh, look. More canvases. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this? Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay. Fellow 30-year-olds. You know what this is. Those were the days. Oh man. Okay, kids. Back before projectors and computers, there were these humongous, like this size box style things that had a light underneath. And so you'd shine the light and then it would project it onto the wall, and it would be these sheets that they would use expo markers on and they would write on for notes for classes. My dad was a teacher, and I think that's how I got these, is he gave them to me. But what do I do with them? Nothing. So I literally didn't even know that I had them. I didn't know that's what this was. I thought it was transfer paper. Fun fact, it's not. It's these ridiculous things that nobody uses. Like, no teacher even uses these anymore. So these are unfortunately going to have to go. Wait. Oh, it is. It's like cardstock for resumes. But again, I just applied for a job. Didn't send in a single paper resume. Didn't need to print a resume. Didn't walk into any offices to conduct an interview. It's a dying art, guys. It's a dying art. I'm going to start putting some of this stuff away. I did move some of these watercolors up here, so this is all just watercolor. The gouache one, since I got rid of so much gouache, now also fits some markers. Oh, maybe. And then the bottom one, I moved my colored pencils in with the watercolor crayons, and I decided I'm gonna keep 1 tube of just white acrylic just in case. So now I'm gonna time lapse putting the rest of this back, and then this is all the stuff that we're getting rid of. To be honest, this doesn't feel like I made as much progress in getting rid of stuff as I necessarily wanted, but I think that when I go to organize in my new space, it will look a lot different and it will feel different. So stay tuned for that. Here is just an overview of what the shelf looks like now. Obviously, it won't be like this for very long because all of this stuff will be packed in a couple of months for the move. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in more decluttering content, check out the first video I did where this whole space was originally organized, and look for more from me soon, as again I am moving, so there'll be a lot more of that type of stuff. See you next time. Bye.